Sorry about that, guys. My video cut off. I guess I'm going to have to get some more space on my phone. I ran out of space and it just cut me off. But as I was saying, I'll just connect these videos together, I guess. So if you're clicking on to watch this video, make sure you watch the other one first. It was the first half, okay? So, but I didn't want to end there because I have the things I want to share with you that are really powerful, really important to know. So as I was mentioning, guys, we're being told to do all these things, but we're not being educated on how to be more healthy and be more resistant individuals when it comes to being resistant against disease and viruses, right? So the other major thing I wanted to point out before I kind of dive into what you can do to be more healthy and be more protected and more resistant is I wanted to just share what Dr. Rashad Buttar has made some amazing discoveries over the past 20 years, and he's pointed these out, especially this year. He's been talking about it a lot. You don't hear about him on the news, right? He's not on there. He should be blasted from every broadcast, and there is, because this is extremely important. He talks about something called the 6 toxicities, and I'm not going to go into detail what all of these are, but I'm just going to go into detail what a couple of these major things are. The first thing, the major toxicity he talks about is heavy metal pollution. Constantly, guys, we are being polluted and filled with so many different chemicals. We have no idea what we're consuming all of the time that is actually weakening us, making us unhealthy, is making us more prone to disease and all these different problems and health issues that people have. Not even just I'm not even talking about just physical like health issues in your body. I'm talking about mental health issues, guys. These things affect depression, they affect anxiety, they affect all these different issues that people have, and we're completely unaware of it. But he points out that heavy metals like mercury, aluminum, there's a few other big ones. Those are some of the big ones, but they're in a lot of the things we consume, guys. Aluminum is in almost every stick of deodorant you can find in the store. Okay, how many times do you wear deodorant a day or put it on? Hopefully at least twice a day, but probably you're wearing it every single day. So you're putting in aluminum into your body every single day. Aluminum is very bad for you. So he points out that we're ingesting all these heavy metals all the time, and these things weaken our immune systems. They give us so many different health problems. Okay, earlier I talked about water. I really want to dive into this one. This is probably the most important thing, and this has made a tremendous, unbelievable, difference for me just in the past month, or past couple months, I should say. So earlier I mentioned how a lot of our water is acidic. So when I say acidic, I mean it has a very low pH level. Now, most people don't know about these things, and I didn't actually until this year. I really kind of dove in and kind of discovered these things, but it's really important that you're drinking water and liquids that have a high pH level, because what a couple of other doctors have pointed out, I believe even Dr. Sebi mentioned this, but a lot of our bodies are very acidic, and it's because of the foods we consume, and the biggest thing is the liquids we're drinking, the fluids we're drinking. Um, Everything from soda, Gatorades, all these different sports drinks, a lot of your different energy drinks, alcohol and beer, so much of it is very acidic, very low on the pH scale. When your body is being constantly filled with acidic water and all these acidic liquids, your immune system is spending all of its time, your body is spending all of its time trying to balance out your body's pH level. We have a pH level too. Your body's spending all of its time trying to balance out your pH level, and it leaves you vulnerable for other problems to happen. This has been linked to, and I can't go into all the details here because I just don't have enough time, but people's bodies being acidic from all the things we drink constantly has been linked to almost any and every health complication you can think of. It's unbelievable, and we have no idea about this. So what's important is that we start becoming conscious of this and start finding and making our water more alkaline, having a high pH level, okay? Last thing I was going to say about the acidic water, guys, probably 80 to 90% of the water we drink is acidic. Even the bottled water we're drinking, even the filtered water that we're drinking, even if you have a reverse osmosis filtration system in your house, that's the best way to filter water. It's by far the best filtration system. but it's not, it doesn't make the pH level of the water balanced or more alkaline. It's still acidic. So I had no idea about this, guys, but when you're drinking acidic water, you get very fatigued, you feel tired. Has anybody ever just felt tired in the middle of the day and you have no idea or reason, or no, you have no idea why you're so tired in the middle of the day? For one, the food you're eating, but probably because the water you're drinking. Even if you're someone who drinks water all day and you stay hydrated, you're actually not getting hydrated because you're actually drinking water that's acidic. So this has been a game changer for me this year, because in the summer, I would just midday, I would get so tired, so worn out, just like, I don't even know why I'm so tired. I eat healthy, I always eat tons of vegetables, I eat really good, but I didn't realize it, but I'm consuming water that's acidic. So what a few doctors and different scientists have pointed out is that when your body becomes more alkaline, higher pH, higher on the pH scale, you are able to fight off any and all disease. And this is something that you won't hear this from many doctors, and there's a lot of really good doctors out there. There's a lot of doctors who have pointed this out, but many just either don't know, or they are they don't know, or they don't want you to know, because their money's involved in that. And I hate to say that, um, but it's the truth. And so our water is very important that we're drinking. So water that is 7 on the pH scale or above, 7 or above, is considered alkaline. Guys, alkaline water has miraculous healing effects. This has been shown by multiple different studies, and I can't, some of the things I can't even say. Did you guys know that's illegal to say for a doctor or a health practitioner? It is illegal for them to say the word cure and cancer in the same sentence. Did you know that? Did you know that it's illegal for a doctor to say that? There's a few that have pointed out, or a few researchers and scientists that have pointed out, cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. Cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. So if your body is balanced at its pH level or more alkaline, you can fight off any and all disease, including cancer. Okay, so this is extremely important. And how can you make your water alkaline? Well, first off, there's water you can buy that's alkaline, but the number one most easiest way to make your water more alkaline is called sunbathing your water. Now, it sounds silly. That's kind of a term I came up with, but essentially all you do is you take a container of water, a container of some kind. It needs to be glass. Don't use plastic. And you set your water out in the sun and you let it sunbathe for 5 to 7 hours in direct sunlight. Guys, the sun has healing abilities that we have no understanding of, for most of us anyways. Being out in the sun for 25 minutes a day, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but then also your water is also affected by the sun. It gives life to it, guys. So people have asked me, well, can't you just boil your water to get all the pollutants out? Yes, you can boil your water, and that will take a lot of fluoride and a lot of pollutants out of it, but you're actually killing the water. And what I mean by that is, guys, is water has a consciousness of its own. Water has a memory of its own, okay? So the environment it is in greatly impacts the water. So if you're drinking bottled water, I wouldn't drink bottled water anymore. When water sits in a plastic container for long enough, not only is it getting small traces of plastic in the water that you're consuming, but the water actually responds to the container and the environment it is in. So that's important to know. So when it sets in the sun for long enough, the sun actually creates more hydrogen bonds. It energizes your water. It also can take out fluoride and other pollutants. The sun is a healer, guys. It literally purifies your water, and when you drink it, you feel more alive. You feel more energized. I've been drinking sun water for the past month, and I have more energy. I don't get fatigued in the middle of the day. It's unbelievable. And I've told a few of my friends and a few people, I drink sun water, and they just laugh at me because it sounds silly, but it's really important to know that these are things that can really help us, guys. So, and we're not really told about these things. So our water we drink is very important. We're not really educated on that. Another big thing is the medication we're taking, guys. We don't realize it, but the pharmaceutical industry is not invested into your health. They're not, their end goal is not to have healthy, independent individuals going around the world, because if we all knew how to heal ourselves, we knew that we could heal ourselves with thought alone and by the right foods we put into our body. um, they would not they would not be in business. They wouldn't make billions of dollars in revenue every single year. Um, so, guys, I'm telling you this because I've seen it myself. I've experienced it myself. I've had friends, family that I've seen this happen to. My grandparents have been, um, they've lived a long time, and one of the things that is really, I believe, has kept them alive so long is my grandpa. He's been prescribed dozens of medications. I mean, he could open his own like pharmacy. He has so many medications that he's been prescribed over the past like 20 years that I've been alive, as long as I can remember, and he doesn't take them. My grandparents eat healthy for the most part. They eat really healthy, and he doesn't take all of his prescription drugs, and no wonder he has been able to be like 93 years old. I kid you not, guys. 10 years ago, let's see, he's 98, so he was like 88. He was riding a bicycle. Most 88-year-olds can't even walk very well, and he's riding a bicycle. So it's apparent to me that it has a big, correlation there, but also that my grandpa is very mentally strong. And again, your mind and your thoughts and your feelings drastically affect your body, because remember, we're all energy, we're all frequency. So the thoughts, feelings, emotions you are thinking and feeling is directly impacting your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, and even your spiritual health. Okay, so we really need to become independent, and we need to learn about the foods we can eat that have healing effects, guys. Kiwis, from the Japanese culture, kiwis are, I can't remember what they name it actually, but it's like a miracle fruit. And because it has so many different vitamins, guys, kiwis are one of the highest fruits or foods you can find that are extremely high in zinc. Okay, zinc is extremely good for your body. There's actually doctors in certain areas of the country and the world that said they were treating their COVID patients with zinc and vitamin C packs, and they were walking out of the hospital in like a day or two. Yet we don't get told this. We get told to wear a mask and stay inside, and that's it. And I'm talking about mainstream, like when you hear on the news, they don't educate us on the truth about what you can really do to be protected. So kiwis, pineapples have the ability to actually clean your digestive system. It has a component, I can't remember what it's called, but research this stuff, guys. Look these things up, like dive in. The reason I've learned these things is because I have been invested and I have been wanting to know. Oh, am I getting a phone call? Why am I keep getting phone calls? There it goes. It's because I've dove in and I've researched these things. So kiwis, pineapples, ashwagandha root. Ashwagandha has the ability to lower anxiety, and it boosts a lot of different parts of your body, immunity. It lowers your cortisol levels. Guys, cortisol is good for you. In what's the word I'm looking for here? In small amounts. So cortisol is a stress hormone. It does its job, but we're filled with cortisol 24/7. It's the stress hormone. Cortisol, when you have high levels of it in your body, is very detrimental to your entire body. It gives you all kinds of problems. So ashwagandha root has the ability to lower cortisol, lowers your stress, lowers your anxiety. It's a huge one. Watercress. Watercress is an extremely potent. It's kind of in the spinach family. It's in the leaf family, and spinach is another good one too. Asparagus, and guys, just basically any green leafy vegetables are going to be really good for you. What's a couple others that are really good I've been eating a lot of lately? Oh, avocados are extremely good for you. Bananas. So all these different fruits and vegetables have amazing healing properties in them. So we really need to become accustomed, guys, and learn about these things. And the last thing I'm going to say, because my phone is running out of space again, I guess I got to get an SD card or whatever they're called. But through all of this, guys, through this entire year, there's a lot that goes unseen. There's a lot more to know about the things that have been going on that we're not really told about. And most of us are completely closed off to the idea that maybe there's things that's being kept from us for a particular reason. And I'm not going to go into the details of that on this video because I don't have time, but But the most important thing to realize, guys, is that we as individuals, I keep getting calls, goodness. We as individuals have the ability to influence the world around us with our thoughts and our feelings and emotions. So back to what I talked about earlier, the scale of consciousness, the low vibrations are fear, worry, and anxiety. The high levels of that consciousness scales are that of love, that of reason, willingness, peace, joy, enlightenment, all those things. When we raise into those higher level of frequencies, guys, we can literally transform the world around us. If you understand quantum mechanics and you understand how those things work, it is unbelievable the effects we can have on people and the world around us. So it's really important to embody these things, guys, and realize that the answer is opening up your heart, okay? And being willing to research and being willing to dive in and do your own studies on these things. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Really dive in and find out these things. Let love guide you, not fear, okay? Guys, if you're watching this video, if you watch to the end, this is your confirmation that everything's going to be okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. Peace.